not the best way to do things. Don't listen to me on programming advice because I am not a programmer. Let's see, int 2 dex 1. Or, yeah. But NDF is right. If you wanted to, you could set these up in an array and then just loop through the array to do this. Um, I don't know, for stuff like this where I'm having to set very specific values and stuff, I find it more difficult to fight with an array than it is to just go, okay, this is the value, it is set. Arrays are great. Like they really are, especially if you know how to use them. Uh, they are a lifesaver, and I use them in things like it's especially useful for inventories. They're useful for anything where you need to batch things to mess with them. It's very useful. What else? Like, I know I'm using a lot. Like, oh my god, the amount of arrays I'm using in my procedural generation stuff is unreal. I actually get lost and confused at times because of how many arrays I'm using in that thing. Uh, there we go. Enum. But since you mentioned that, Cody, we probably won't get to it today. But on my next stream, I will make it a point to go over properly using arrays. Um, and just how to use them in general. It's a very good thing to know, even just from a I want to understand why people use them. It's good to know. And if you're programmatically minded or you're wanting to learn more about programming, they will save you a shit ton of time. Like there is no denying how useful arrays really are once you understand them. Charisma by 2 and 2 other ability scores in. Damn it, half elf! Why do you have to fuck this up for me? I got it. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. Why did I create 2 comments? Okay. So, half elves have a little interesting thing here that kinda almost fucked this up. What half elves do is instead of giving you 2 hard stats, they go, here, 2 stats, or 2 stat points in, I believe it was dexterity? No, charisma. So we'll go ahead and get that done. So 2 in this, and then 1 in any, or 2 other stats. 1 in one in each of 2 different stats that you want to do. So what we're gonna do is change it just a little bit, because there's no way that I can make it to where well, there are ways that I could do it, but I'm not going to sit here and fight with my stat system that I've already got set up for hours. So instead, what they're going to get is points left. Sorry. They are just going to get 2 points in points left. So now they can just set them wherever they want. And this way, we don't have to sit here and fight with the system to try and pretend like we know what the hell is going on with it. Besides, if they get, or if you're picking a half-elf, more than likely you're going to go a charisma-based character, and you're going to bump it up to 18, which we have it set as the max, and then it's going to give you the +2 racial modifier to 20. Actually, I just thought of a couple things too. Oh, that was weird. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure my new house has a ghost, just so you know. I don't know why I started talking like that, but there are weird things that happen around the house, like doors randomly slamming, and like I have a fan with 3 light bulbs, and 2 of them have been dead since I got here a week ago, and all of a sudden one of them just came back to life. I don't know what happened there. That was creepy. I'm also pretty sure that the ghost is like the ghost of someone's really weird dad who liked to yell about the air conditioner being on and living in a barn, because it's always when a door is open to the outside that a door slams shut. It's almost like you can hear him saying, "I didn't raise you in a barn." Strength con is half orc. Sorry. Random tangents that I go on. Strength. Set con. Constitution. If you're going to be a pain in the ass about it. Strength +2, con +1. Also, I don't know if you guys have played 5th edition yet. For anyone who plays D&D, half-orcs are broken. I currently play a half-orc druid in one of the games I play, and the racial ability that half-orcs get has saved me in every single game session that we have played thus far. Because what that is if something can't outright kill you, at least like once a day, you have to wait a long rest to be able to do it again. But if something doesn't outright kill you, you pop back up to 1 hit point and stand back up. Holy shit. that has literally saved my character's life probably 7 times now. And Tiefling. Tiefling should be the last one. And we will have stats pretty much Intelligence 1, Charisma 2. And we'll have stats pretty much ready to go. Alright, so that's that. Now I do need to quickly go ahead and reset the maximum value allowed with racial modifiers would end up being 20. Let's see, tiefling. So technically speaking, the racial modifier should only happen if the point loss system ends up being 0. Nah, I'll just change this to 19. I'm okay with high stats, because to get these high stats you have to really sacrifice on other stats, and you can end up crippling a character doing that. Alright, compile. Now, so now, what should happen, let's say I do gnome, fighter, doesn't really matter. Boom, intelligence goes up to 10, dexterity up to 9. And I should be able to go all the way up to 20. Of course, one way I could limit it to where it was only those stats with racial modifiers go up to 20, I could set up an individual int value that checks and sees if you received a racial modifier. It usually is at 18. If you set the racial modifiers, it goes up to 20. Could do that. That wouldn't be bad. I'm not worried about it right now. That's something I can worry about after this. But yeah, so we've actually made quite a bit of progress on this little system here. I initially started it just as kind of a goof around thing, but it's actually going somewhere. I like it. Like, halfling barbarian. Set this up. Get con up. Don't really care about wisdom or charisma as a barbarian. Damn, that 20 dex 16 strength barbarian halfling. Or gnome halfling. My apologies. Hey Irotech, hey Crier. Yeah, we've been working on D&D stuff for the past couple days. I have the 5th edition D&D player's manual and just been kind of playing around with it. I'll walk through here real quick. So, hit play. You get to choose your race and class. Ooh, I need to fix that. You get to choose your race and class, which are the races and classes found in the player's handbook. You can randomize, so it doesn't have to be exactly. I've got it set up to where it's got the individual stats with modifiers. All of them start at 8. Then you get your race bonus, and then you can come in, select these. It builds up your stats. Boom. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. Stop that. These windows have just been fighting me today. I'm also happy to report that we have not, at least to my knowledge, dropped a single time.